I was about maybe like 11 or 12 at the time.
Yeah.
So I guess I was just on the internet being exposed to all these new ideas like gender pronouns. You can have control over that and you're able to change that. And then I'm also learning about it in school at the same time. And
in your classes? In
my classes, yeah.
In your online classes, they had those too?
Yeah. And it was really appealing to me. And
in what ways? What made it appealing, do you think?
I don't know. I guess
we're teaching.
I was always like I'm like a creative person.
Right.
I always was appealed by experimenting with new things and stuff like that. And like just these new options that I have was very appealing to me and my friends and everyone at school. So I was just kind of experimenting, and everyone at school was sort of encouraging me. I was appealed by the idea that you had so much control over your identity and yourself, and you can change that about yourself. I think in total, I was trans for like maybe half a year, maybe longer than that. I actually don't know. So I kind of turned to the people at school and my friends in the GSA as sort of like a second family.
Right.
I didn't really like talk to my parents that much. I sort of just in one ear and out the other ear with everything they said. And then I think the more I really thought about it, because I realized that if I wanted to go through with this, meaning like surgery, hormone blockers, whatever, I had to have like a future. I was going to be a dad. I was going to grow up and be like a grown man. And the more I thought about that, like the more uncomfortable I felt, I guess. Like it was a deep sense of like just kind of grossness. I didn't like the thought of it, but I thought that's what everyone felt, you know?
Right.
Like I wasn't supposed to be comfortable with it. It just kind of had to happen because I wasn't ever going to love my body if I didn't get surgery. Cause that's the answer.
That's the answer.
You know?
Do you mind if I comment on that? Is that all right? You know what I find so interesting about that idea, is that so we start off, as little girls, and then we're going through puberty and we're developing into women, and we feel uncomfortable with the idea of becoming a woman. And we're told, well, or young girls are told now, well, the reason you're uncomfortable becoming a woman is because you're supposed to be a man. That'll make you comfortable. And then she's describing the idea of thinking about being a man, feeling just as uncomfortable, if not more. And then the answer is, well, that's normal. You're going to be uncomfortable being a man. So I'm like, it either is or it's not. Like, you know what I mean? So it's normal to feel uncomfortable with the idea of transitioning and becoming a man. It's normal to feel uncomfortable with that, but it's not normal to feel uncomfortable
becoming a
woman.
Yeah.
It can't be one rule for one and not for the other.
Yeah. So the narrative is you're supposed to accept the new uncomfortable feeling you're going to have in your new identity, and that's the way to go.
Yeah. And that's supposed to be, that's okay.
Yeah.
Versus what we would always tell young girls if we were being healthy and the state is it's natural to feel uncomfortable transitioning into becoming a woman as a young girl. Like, of course, it takes you a while to get, you've got hormones.
It takes a decade.
Yeah.
Right? It takes quite a long time.
Yeah, it does.
And it's, what we go through, that's a big transition. And it takes some of us our whole lives to come to terms with all that change.
Yeah.
But thinking that there's an easy way out, right? To give people an idea that there's an easy way out is the thing that I think is so confusing. What needs to be offered is spiritual directive, because everybody feels kind of an emptiness if they don't realize that they have to spend the practice listening and hearing that small, still voice to know through their intuition what is right and what is wrong.